This is how. If you're not saved, you can be saved today. If you're backslid, you can be right with God. If you're lukewarm, you can be on fire for God. And if you're not in the will of God, you can be and be consumed by the will of God. You know what you need to do? You need to humble yourself. Samson doesn't take God for granted any longer. Proud people do, but humble people don't. Remember there, Samson began to pray. After they made fun of him until they can't make fun of him anymore. You see, I don't think till then it dawned on Samson that this is the way it's going to be forever. As Samson humbles himself, he prays. He says, God, it's me. God, the one that forsook you, the one that wasn't controlled by you, the one that didn't serve you. God, the one you walked away from because I did my own thing. God, remember me. You're obligated. He humbles himself and says, God, remember me. If you're here this morning, God resists the proud. You know, the problem with altars is they're an instrument that it's humbling. They just are. But you know what, God, He resists the proud. But you know what He does? He exalts the humble. And if you want to get in a wrestling match with God, that's smart. Why would you want to get this fight about God? Now these chickens that I was drinking had this one rooster, he's real mean. Had this other rooster that he had kind of raised by himself, and so he wasn't like fighting and scrapper, and he'd always get picked on by that big rooster. So one day I said, I'm going to help him. So I put him in a cage together. That big one. I mean, what I did is I got me a wood stick. That one, other one, he didn't even fight, but I didn't need him to fight. I was there to help him. He just cowered over in the corner. But got the stick and I held that big one down. Held him down on the bottom of the cage out by that stick. Not hurting him, but just held him down. I had literally had to take that other chicken. It's over there all shaking and stuff. I took it. And I had to take its head and peck the other chicken on the head. But I was going to help him. I kind of liked that chicken. Well, you know, I pecked it a couple times. That other one didn't get up and hurt him, so he started getting a little bit bold. I turned him loose. He didn't go back to the corner. He just walking around a little bit, looking in there. I said, yeah. So I reached over there and got him. This time he didn't fight it. I brought him over there. I pecked him a little bit. And man, he really got bold. And now he's going to try something. So I let him pull a few feathers. Then I turned him loose. Well, that other one, he's mad now. But he ain't figured this out because he ain't never fought where there had been outside intervention before. And so they'd come to fight and he was going to jump up and kick that other one. I just took that stick and put it on his foot. And when he go to jump, he just was like this and that and that one, at first he was kind of scared and leaned back, but then he saw he didn't go nowhere. So then he come up and jumped himself. You know what? After 5 minutes of me fooling with that big mean chicken didn't rule. It was never the same. I didn't have to be there every day, but can I tell you this? If you humble yourself, God will be on your side. And I don't care how big your enemies or your problems are, God will help you through it. Because you know what? I just kind of like that chicken, but God, He loves you. And you see, the deal is I wasn't there every time. But God, He'll never leave you nor forsake you. But you're going to have to humble yourself and say, God, I'm a sinner. God, I'm a backslider. God, I'm lukewarm because I love the world in its simple ways. God, I'm out of your will because I am selfish. You don't have to humble yourself until God. Brings up the painful time in his life when, God, I'm the guy that forgot you. And I'm the guy that you forgot. Humble yourself. Then Samson prayed. See, before, what did Samson do? Before, when he had problems, he just shook himself. Just got ready, warmed up. But this time, Samson prayed. Let me tell you this. You're not going to turn things around in your life without praying. That's why the devil hates it. That's why the church world in America has abandoned it, because it is the thing. Church world in America spends more on dog food than it gives to missions. Spends less time in church than any other church around the world. But you're going to have to start talking to God. He had to ask God for help. Some of you need to ask God for help, for direction, for correction, for instruction, for blessing. You need to get in there and say, God, you know me, I'll mess it all up before it's all said and done. How many of us ever went on a diet and you didn't make it through breakfast? How many of us ever, you decided you're going to fast one day and you don't even eat breakfast? At 6 o'clock in the morning, you woke up and you're like starving to death and think you're going to die. You know? If you don't have like 5 hours of breakfast meal. You need to say, God, I'm weak and I'll mess it up. God, I need your help. I need your help to get to where I ought to be. I need your help to stay there. God, I need you. I need you. See, Samson, he doesn't say, God, I got my own strength and I got a few good moves and I got this. He said, God, strengthen me this one last time. God, I need you. I need you. You need to start praying. And when you get to praying, you need to keep praying. Hallelujah. I said when you get to praying, you need to keep praying. I said when you get to praying, you need to keep praying. I know some people say, I don't think you should pray in public. Church is not a public place. It is the house of God. Hallelujah. And he said it should be called the house of prayer. I read there where in the New Testament when Peter was locked up in jail, all the Christians were where? They're in one person's house. And what were they all doing together? All night long. Huh? My people which are called by my name will humble themselves and what? You got to talk to God. I can't talk to him for you. You got to talk to me. You got to get it all straight out of this. You're going to have to say, God, I need your help. God, I need your deliverance. God, I need your ways. God, you're going to have to say it. It's a relationship. If you want to get out of there, you're going to have to humble yourself. You're going to have to pray. And then if you're going to get out of there, you're going to have to, one more time, have real faith. If you got faith, this is what faith produces. It produces surrender and commitment. The Bible says this about Samson. It says, howbeit his hair began to grow again. You know, there have been some people mad they'd cut their hair every day in jail just to show God. Samson's hair do look different than anybody else's around. His life was different. Then when it became like theirs, then he didn't have the power of God. Can I tell you this? When you become like your neighbors, you're not going to have any more of the power of God than you. But when Samson surrendered, somebody said, yeah, but how is not getting a haircut? The how didn't matter. It's the fact that God said, this is what I want. I don't want you to drink alcohol or anything from the fruit of the vine, and I don't want you to cut your hair. Some said there must have been, it wasn't a scientific reason, it was who's the boss. Because see, when Samson showed up, he just dressed different than the world around him. He just acted different. He just talked different. Everything in his life betrayed him. Brother Aaron preached a good message. But you ever wonder how a big city would know these were two people were Israelite spies? You know how they knew? It was obvious. A Jew under Old Testament law was forbidden to do what? To the corners of their beard. Cut the corners. Huh? So when their beard grows, kind of pointed on each end. They were forbidden under the law to trim the side of their hair. You ever see them and a lot of them now, they just got stick-on things. That is curly hair deal, the men would, and so when they showed up, there's 3 million people that all kind of are the same, and when 2 of them show up in a city, everybody knows who they're with. What do you say about that? I'm saying you need to surrender to God's will. You need to commit yourself to God. This is what the Bible says in the New Testament, in the book of Corinthians. Come out from among them, and what? Be ye separate, saith the Lord. You touch not the unclean thing, and I'll be your God. I'll be your Father. You'll be my Son. You'll be my God. You know what you need to get out there? If God's in control, you can't go like it. If God's in control, nobody can make a fool out of me. If God's in control, I can get back everything I lost and more. If God's in control. Samson surrenders and commits. Because there, what does he say? God, this last one time. I know his motive for dying was kind of selfish. Now we know in the secret of the miracle, he's finally become so committed to the will of God that he doesn't care what it costs him. Are you here this morning? Had a man call me. He talked to me and I said, listen, getting saved is not some prayer that I can tell you what to say or you can repeat after me. So the sacrifices of God are broken and a contrite heart. I see the name certain words that are like magic. How many of God knows today when he comes out whether he really makes him boss of everything or not? God knows whether you really made up your mind that you're going to stay with him no matter what. God knows. That's how you get out. That's how you get out. Because you know, sometimes it's hard to tell on the outside who's really God or who's really me. I'm trying to keep this. If you look at the heart, it wouldn't be hard to see. How many little Samsons coming out? Now, if you're here today and you're not saved, don't get mad at me because I told you the devil's making a fool out of you. Get mad at him. Then no, you know who you need to really get mad at? Get mad at yourself. But if you're tired of being where you're at, there's a way out. And it's a relationship with Jesus. It isn't joining religion, but it's a You're here this morning, you're tired of it. I know the devil, he said, "Look, you're doing get yourself back." He ain't getting you nothing back. Huh? You raise your hand and say, "Pastor, I'm not saved. I'm back to you. I'm lukewarm. I'm selfish. I'm out the will of God." You raise your hand. That's me God's talking to. It's how you got there. You're not even there yet completely. You may say, "Well, I got it bad." You're not there at the bottom yet. Said, "Well, I'm at the bottom." The Bible says the rich man lifted up his eyes and went, "That's the bottom." Whatever it is, it took Samson a long time before he tried to get breakthrough. And he thought somehow it would work out different, but finally on this day he realized it. He realized that there was a bigger bottom than he'd ever seen before. Maybe in jail they gave him a little respect. Maybe the guards were a little afraid of him. When he's out in public and the old people and little kids are pointing at him. He knows. You're here and you raise your hand and say, "Pastor, Jesus made a way. You get out here. He wants to bust you out tonight or this morning." You raise your hand and say, "Pastor, I'm going to get saved. You're not saved." You ever been saved? You raise your hand and say, "I want to get saved." I'm not trying to embarrass you or make you look bad. I can't just get saved. You know what happened? You'll be bragging about it a year from now if you stay saved. You'll be bragging about it in eternity. Hey, remember the day I got saved? Remember the day I let Jesus pull me out? Remember the day I got tired of the devil making a fool out of me and I let Jesus lift me up into heavenly places? Mother of you raise your hand and say, "Pastor, that's me. I'm not saved. I want to get saved." Never been saved. Not saved. I mean, here, you're backsliding. You know it. Maybe nobody else knows it. You know. He ain't letting you out. You raise your hand and say, "I want to come back to God. I want God to remember me this morning. I'm backsliding. He blotted my name out of the book of life. But I want him to remember me. This morning, I want him to forgive me and cleanse me. One more time, write my name in that book. I'm going to live for him." Come in here, you raise your hand and say, "Pastor, I'm a lukewarm Christian." Say, "Well, at least I'm not backslid." That's debatable. When you're lukewarm, God just says basically you're backsliding. You're not spiritual enough to know. I'm not talking about situation. The devil's got you trapped. How long has he had you trapped here? In this spiritual condition, how long has he had you trapped? What has he taken from you? You raise your hand and say, "That's me. I'm lukewarm, but I want to get back to where I was with God. I want to be on fire for God. I want God to bring me out of this place. By his might and by his power." You say, "Well, humble yourself. Humble yourself. Raise your hand and say, "God, I want you to bring me out. I want you to bring me back to where I ought to be, where I could be, and where you want me to be." You say, "Yeah, but what will people think?" People won't think nothing but that you want God to do what he feels. What can you think about a person that wants God to do? This little girl. You raise your hand. That's you. The Holy Ghost will talk to you. Why don't you let him have control this morning? Why don't this be the first service that you just do what God tells you to do for the rest of your life? Because if God can't have control during an altar call in church, you think you're going to let him have control other places. You raise your hand. You're here. Holy Ghost is moving. He's dealing. You raise your hand. So that's moving. He's telling me to raise my hand. I don't get right. You think you got a right to be lukewarm? I can tell you this. You do not have a right to be lukewarm. Time to raise your hand. 7-7 scripture. I'm not a little guy. You say, I want God to bring me out this place. You know, you look around at other people and think they're going to go to hell because they're a drug addict or they're this or that or that. I read where the rich man was a selfish Christian. He knew who Father Abraham was, so he'd been in church, didn't he? You say, well, you can say that about the will of God, but I don't believe it. I don't care if you believe it. I don't care what God says. What God said, Jesus said, blessed is that servant when his master cometh. Findeth him doing what? His will. And Jesus said, the wicked servant says, my master delays his coming. When he does opposite of the will of his master. What happens to that servant that's wicked, that doesn't do the will of his master? What did Jesus say happens to him? Cast him in hell. You may visualize and say, well, I don't do this and I don't do that. I'm better than people that do. But you're on the chain, you're in the prison house of selfishness. Satan's making a fool out of you. You don't even know. Why don't you raise your hand and say, God, forgive me. I need you to bless me out. God, one more time, I need your power to live my life. Yes. Not for my will, but for your will. Good. Now raise your hand. Say, I'm going to pray that God sends you help, Pastor. Some of you are afraid to raise your hand. Huh? This work for Jesus. For the night comes. How many's been there when Jesus comes and blessed you out the devil's chest? How many's been there when all you had was to disown yourself and cry out for God's help? You didn't have anything that what you had to be surrendered and committed to Him. But how many had power to come on you like to come on themselves? Let's come and find a place to pray this morning. Jesus. Oh, sweet, good God. Lord, fall on your church.
me. Oh Lord, don't refuse me. Surely there's a work that I can do. Even though it's humble, help my will to crumble. Though the cost be great, I'll work for you. Jesus, use me. Oh Lord, don't refuse me. Surely there's a work that I can do. Even though it's humble, help my will to crumble. Though the cost be great, I'll work for you. Jesus, use me. Oh Lord, don't refuse me. Surely there's a work that I can do. And even though it's humble, help my will to crumble. Though the cost be great, I'll work for you. Jesus, use me. Oh Lord, don't refuse me. Surely there's a work that I can do. Even though it's humble, help my will to crumble. Though the cost be great, I'll work for you. Jesus, use me. Oh Lord, don't refuse me. Surely there's a work that I can do. Even though it's humble, help my will to crumble.